This Olympus Infinity Stylus Epic model point-and-shoot camera is considered one of the best of all the point-and-shoot cameras, largely due to the fine optics in here. It's an Olympus 35mm f2.8 large aperture lens, and this camera is a very simple one. All you do is open it and take the picture. You've got a little bit of control for the flash back here, and you take the picture and it does what it does, but what it does is supposed to be really great. So I just wanted to demonstrate it a little bit here so that there's some confidence that you're getting a camera that works. So first of all, we slide this back. We see the lens move out and move back a little bit to work, and there's some scrap film in here, and I've got it set at it's up to picture number 6. I've got a battery in it that does not come with it, but it's in here powering it. And so let's operate the shutter with the flash off. And we saw the shutter, the lens came out, focused, the shutter operated, and the motor ran to advance the film to now number 7. Now let's try it with, let's see, let's go to regular flash here. And it flashed very brightly, worked well. Let's go to the next. I don't know what this may be a nighttime flash setting. Let's see what it does. Flashed again, probably a little bit different. I don't know all the details. Here's adding some red eye reduction, so I'm sure it does a bunch of pre-flashes. Let's see here. There we go. I had to get it pointed at something it could focus on far enough away. And then if we specifically say we don't want any flash, it will just continue to take pictures with no flash. It's got a self-timer function and a remote. I don't have a remote for this. I think it was a wireless remote that read through one of these eyes here, I think. But I've never done that. I've never used that. But I can demonstrate the self-timer. We set that. Okay. And now this little red light is on here, and it will begin to flash, and then shortly thereafter the shutter will go off. And so there we are. There's a few more pictures on this roll of scrap film. I'm going to just run them out through here and verify that the film transport works good. We're up to 20, probably a 24 roll. Okay, so there it's reached the end. And now it is rewinding back, 24, 23, 22. And it will wind all the way back until the film is safely back in the canister. And it continues to wind a little ways beyond where it has to go. Now it shows a flashing E, and that means it's safe to open up the back, and all of the film has successfully been wound back into the canister. And if these were real pictures that I wanted to process, I could send this in and get it processed, but we're not going to do that. Looking at the inside of the camera, there's some really nice optics in here, and that looks nice and clean and clear. The contacts over here for mating with the types of film canisters that have the coating for the ASA or ISO on there. I see this frame is nice and solid, there's no cracks. Once in a while you'll see a crack in one of these. This one does not have any. Along here, that's all solid. So all of the surfaces that the door mates up against with this gasket are all solid with no cracks. The gasket looks good, the pressure plate looks good, the gasket even around the film window looks good. The door latch holds well. The front opens and closes well. And if we look in here, the battery compartment, this latch is sometimes broken, but this one works. The battery comes out. Battery compartment is nice and clean. No signs of any corrosion, leakage in there. The strap, this is not the original strap from this camera, but it is similar in style. It's a little bit different, but it's a nice black one that goes well with this camera. It looks really good and nice length for it. This is serial number 7813773, and as pocket cameras, these were designed to be shoved into pockets, and so you can see as the light shines off this at different angles, you can see there's some general scuffing. There's a scratch right there. Some of the printing is worn away here, and just some general wear, but they were tough, and the case of this has protected the insides very well, and it's probably in average to better than average condition for what I've seen of these.